Alright, hey guys, and happy Wednesday. It is a very hot and sunny Wednesday at that, so we found a nice little place in the shade to sit and talk today because we have actually been tagged over by CB's Greenhouse and Garden with a massive tag that's been going all around. At least the homestead community is where I've mainly seen it. I don't know if there's anywhere else on YouTube right now, but just to answer a few simple questions so that we can all get to know each other a little bit more. So make sure that you go head over and check out his video. It's really good. He has some great answers. I know it went to him from Home in the Sticks. He actually had some really good answers too. So make sure you go check out everybody else's videos too. But either way, to jump right into this, we'll go ahead and answer the first question, which would be 3 other YouTubers that inspire us. This is probably the question I had to think about more than anything before going ahead and making this video, because it was really hard to pick out specific people, because honestly to me it's the whole lifestyle of this community here on YouTube that's inspiring to me. I mean, seeing everybody else going out, indulging in their passions, really pushing for amazing lifestyles, sharing what they do, sharing information, getting to know new people has really not only restored my faith in humanity, but it gets me out and going every day and gets you motivated to do things. But I did have to choose 3, so I thought about it real hard. And on the homesteading side of things, honestly, I'm going to go with the ones who tagged us, CB's Greenhouse and Garden. They're an amazing couple over there who are just so incredibly good at what they do. They have a beautiful greenhouse, beautiful gardens, vastly bountiful harvest. You can really tell they know what they're doing, that they love what they're doing. They share everything. They share lots of information, very knowledgeable. Careful, sweetie. Are you picking paint off the deck? You're gonna end up with slivers. Very knowledgeable, and just really people that I feel like we could aspire to be. They are awesome and amazing people, so make sure that you guys check them out too. On the hiking and camping side of things, because if you guys have watched our videos, you know that we also do a lot of that, I'm going to have to go with Smellin' Roses. Smellin' Roses is somebody... Cut that off? Oh, it's in your face. There you go. Is somebody that we started watching back when we started getting into YouTube. I still watch his videos to this day, and every time I watch one of his videos, it gets me so amped and so dying to get back outside into the wilderness, into the mountains, to go do some hiking and some sightseeing and camping and all that. Such good videos. And like I said, just every time I watch him, he makes me want to get back out there. And then number 3, I've heard quite a few other people go with this answer. I'm going to go with it too and go with Hewitt Homestead. Not only is it just him in the way that he gets you motivated towards life, towards wanting to take pride in everything that you do, to love life, to enjoy the simple things, to push towards your goals, even if it only takes one step at a time. But his overall channel, his family, his wife does a ton of homeschooling. They've got 3 beautiful children, another one on the way that should be here soon. And they just really, you can tell they're a close-knit family who really supports one another, enjoys life, loves each other, and just the overall aspect of his family and what they do are people that I can absolutely aspire to, and definitely inspire me every single morning to get up and just keep on pushing forward towards our goals. This one, on the other hand, will not be able to answer that question because he is not allowed to look at the computer screen or watch the TV, so he won't be able to answer that question for a couple of years. But on the second question would be 3 things that I am good at. The first thing that came to my mind is definitely math and science. I love science, and math has come naturally to me since I can remember. I think honestly where it comes from was that my sister and I am the baby of the family, my sister was older, used to love playing school, and my sister, being the older one, was always the teacher. And so back before I had even started kindergarten, she was in 3rd grade and she was teaching me her 3rd grade math. So by the time I was in 2nd grade, they were giving me advanced work. By the time I was in 3rd grade, they pulled me out of math altogether. And it's just something that I've always enjoyed, always been good at. I'm one that, rather than counting sheep, I'll sit there and do math problems in my head to put myself to sleep. That was the easiest thing I could come up with. The other ones I had to think about a little bit more, and I think that the second one I would go with is cooking and baking. I like to be in the kitchen. When I actually find the time to spend a lot of time in there, I take pride in it. I think I do a good job of it. I did work as a cook for a couple of years and always got a lot of compliments on my work there and that kind of thing. I absolutely love baking. I never did that as a job or career or anything of that sort. But I enjoy the baking more than I enjoy the cooking, I think. And I've always had a lot of fun with that, trying to make things really pretty and do them up and find different ways of doing it. I've always gotten compliments on it when I share it with other people, so I think that would have to be number 2 of what I think that I'm good at. For number 3, I think that I am going to go with being a mom. I love being a mom. I am obviously new to being a mom, but I think I do a good job with it. I absolutely love it. It is definitely the thing that outside of my worship that I take the most seriously in life. I take full pride in it. I love doing it. And I am just trying my hardest to raise this one to, like any other parent does, to be the best that he can be, to be better than I am. And I will have to see how it goes because he's still growing, so we'll see how I do in the other stages of life. But so far I think that I'm a pretty good mom, and I really love that and enjoy that. For you, what are you good at, huh? Say I'm good at crawling around, I'm good at talking, and I'm good at making other people smile and feel loved, right? Is that what you're good at? Yes. All right, for the third question would be 3 things that excite me. So what excites me? For example, I don't know if you guys watched it or not. You may have seen the thumbnail for it pop up. We just made a video the other day on making blackberry jam. It's the first jam I've made of the year. And though it was not shown on video, my husband will definitely attest to it that I was like a giddy schoolgirl. I was so incredibly excited, getting a little bit hyper about it, and it's this lifestyle, this life, that is what gets me excited. I mean, all through my life, I always pictured a point in my life where I was making and canning my own jam with my own food from my own homestead, and I was just, I mean, I was in like another world, in this land of just happiness and joy and bliss. I absolutely love it. It gets me so incredibly excited. It's ridiculous. Number 2 for what excites me. What excites me for number 2? Yeah. Number 2 would have to be, and I can be a complete child when it comes to this, but if you wake me up one morning and you say we are going to the zoo or we are going to the aquarium, I will be so incredibly happy. But it's got to be the right zoo or the right aquarium. I do take that pretty seriously. I've been to some zoos before where it is like I am absolutely never coming back to this place again and not supporting them because that was horrible. But take me to a zoo like the Bronx Zoo, places that really treat the animals correctly, that they're really doing it for a good reason, not as a sideshow or for entertainment, that they're really working towards wildlife conservation and rehabilitation and things like that. I absolutely love it. When I was a child, that question of what do you want to be when you grow up? Mine was always, I want to run a wildlife rescue and rehabilitation for animals that are sold and traded illegally on the black market. That was my answer, and that was my answer up until I realized that that was going to be a very, very difficult goal to achieve. I was one when I was a kid and you'd sit there daydreaming. What? You want to sit over here? I actually used to daydream picturing in my backyard of this oasis of everything from otters to bears to especially tigers. Tigers to this day, I love tigers. They are my favorite. I absolutely love tigers. Okay, careful. Yeah. Okay, and the third thing I would have to say that really excites me would be the change in season. I do absolutely love spring and summer, of course, because we get to do the gardens and all the planting and everything else. But when it starts changing into fall, I get very, very excited. I love fall. A lot of people do, I know, but to me fall, the temperature is perfect. We live up in New England, where we get that really, really nice seasonal change of the leaves. To bring out that girlier side of me, I love the fall decor, the fall smells, the fall foods, knowing that the holidays are on their way in. I love Thanksgiving and all that, really getting that warmth in the cooler season and getting to spend all that time with family and just everything about fall coming into season. I always get very, very giddy and very excited when fall is on its way. What about you? What about you? See, that's what excites you? Yeah? I know. I'd say for you, what excites you would be the word boo. Yeah, boo. That's the word boo. Say you also get excited about your very, very favorite meal, which is when Mama goes ahead and mixes some avocado, banana, and mango. And saying I get excited about playing in the water, whether it be in the river or in the bathtub, or put a little bit of water on the tray that you just ate off of. Loves playing in the water, right? Yes, you do. Love playing in the water. Yes. All right, and for 3 things that relax me. Number 1, I am one of those. I have a coffee issue. I love coffee. And no, I'm not talking going to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. I'm not doing all that. I brew my own coffee here in the house. But I love coffee. I drink it whenever I can. But the biggest thing about it, the biggest thing that relaxes me about coffee would be if there are chocolate chip cookies in this house. If I know that there are chocolate chip cookies in this house, sitting down with a hot cup of coffee, a chocolate chip cookie, and put on a good YouTube video or one of my favorite TV shows or anything to that effect, that is a very blissful place for me. I will always take it. Number 2 of what relaxes me would definitely have to be something that only comes around once a year. I look forward to it every year. I have done this since I was probably a little bit before a teenager or so. Would be at Christmas time, when it's morning time before everybody else gets up and the sun hasn't come up yet, or at night after everybody else has gone to bed, you leave all the lights off in the house. The only thing that you leave on are the Christmas tree lights and the lights that are on the roof that you can see coming through the window a little bit, and to sit there on the couch just in silence. And if it is snowing out, that is like a triple deluxe bonus on there. But that is probably the most blissful spot for me, especially because it only comes around that one time a year. It is something that even sitting here thinking about it now, I guess you could say I get excited about it too, because of how much it relaxes me. Even when I was a teenager, I used to get up before everybody else or come out in the middle of the night if I woke up and just sit there for a couple minutes with nobody around, just quiet and the lights. I absolutely love that. It really means a lot to me. Number 3 that relaxes me would definitely be nature in general. We absolutely love, we are a camping and hiking family, especially backcountry camping and that kind of thing, but really anything with nature. Go and just sit out in the woods, sit by the river, go to the beach, go for a hike, go for a walk, whatever it may be. I love being out there, especially if you find me a spot on the river, in one of those spots where the water is, maybe an inch deep or so, and it's running over where it's all those really small pebbles and they're that sandy color, and you're in the woods and you have that one spot where the sun is just coming through and shining on that water as it ripples over that. Sit me right down by that, and I am just in such a very happy and very relaxed, peaceful place. But really anything in nature like that. I have been a nature junkie since I was a little kid. My mom was actually joking the other day that thank goodness I was the dirty one, because if my sister had been the dirty one, she would have had no hand-me-downs for me to wear, because I've been like that since I was little. I always want to be outside, always want to be in nature. It relaxes me, it excites me. I absolutely love it. For this one, say what relaxes me. Say it relaxes me to hang out with Grandma. It relaxes me to get to lay in bed with Mama for a couple minutes before we go to sleep for the night. Yeah, what else relaxes you? When are you relaxed, huh? And say I'm usually pretty relaxed when Mama does her reading in the morning and we get to cuddle right after waking up. I'm usually pretty relaxed then, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, so those are all the questions. And so I hope I got to learn a little bit more about you guys. Maybe you got to learn a little bit more about me. But now it is time for more from you guys. I get to tag 5 other channels to do the same. So I did some thinking about this because a lot of you have already gotten tagged for this video. I am going to go with you guys over at the 4 Hearts Ranch. I would love to hear from you guys. I'm also going to tag you, Lee Ralph. You are definitely tagged. I want to tag Mrs. Soap Peddler. I am going to tag Lost on Land again. Get to know her a little bit better. I'd love to learn more about you. And for number 5, I am going to go with Birch Tree Gardener. I don't think that you've been tagged yet. Birch Tree Gardener. So I want to hear from the 5 of you to answer all of these questions. So I want to know 3 other channels that inspire you, 3 things that you're good at, 3 things that excite you, and 3 things that relax you. Then you can go ahead and do 5 other channels too. So thank you so much for joining us on this, guys. I hope you learned a little bit more about us and enjoyed the video, and I hope to learn more about you guys and keep getting to know you over the years. I have so much fun here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. God bless, and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye. Say bye.